Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Imaginary trailer.
Hey kids, do you want a friend who will never leave your side?
Hey, everybody. You know how analog horror is a thing online? Well, by golly, Hollywood's figured it out.
Introducing Chauncey the Bear. He'll never leave you. Never, ever.
Was Blumhouse and Lionsgate the same people who did the Slender Man movie? Probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to remember because I've never known. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
It's nice to see you again, Alice. Jessica told me you've been spending time with a new friend.
He doesn't want me to talk to you. Chauncey? My favorite thing is his eyes. I can see anything I can imagine in them.
Ah, Megan and Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay.
He asked you
They probably did do Slender as well, just don't want to admit it.
to do something that hurt you.
Every culture has a name for it. We call them imaginary friends.
Every culture has a name for it. We call them imaginary friends. You people call them demons, but you know. But I also this shot, it is a short trailer, so it's okay that I'm jumping ahead already. That's really good. That action, like acting from a little girl, it's pretty impressive. Like I was heartbroken looking at that. I'm upset from looking at that. So I'm good on you.
Just because you stop believing in them doesn't mean they're gone. And they're angry that you left.
It was just my...
Okay. No, that's probably in the trailer, right? And it's gonna play some copyrighted bullshit. That whole sequence, I appreciated that. Is a lot of tension build up and a lot of shattered expectations and playing against expectations. The final scare ends up being something that you didn't even think was a possibility. Well done. That was actually really cool. And honestly, it kind of looks like a lot of fun, this movie. I mean, and I say it all the goddamn time, but I'll say it again. Horror is especially good when it's in your mind, it's in your imagination. And so it's there is no like, oh, this is what the monster looks like. So you know, when you see it once, that's it. You got an idea of what's going on here. This looks like it's a whole smorgasbord of just whatever. Like whatever people come up with could be a monster, and that's an amazing idea for a horror movie. And again, I'm pretty sure it is a concept for at least one analog horror that's out there on the internet. So it's funny that it started with that whole VHS thing. But yeah, really cool concept. It looks like it could be really well done, and it's sort of proved that it kind of knows what it's doing with horror with that whole sequence. Though, I do have to remark, I mean, it's typical for every horror movie, you know, the protagonist or whoever has to do something stupid. But why take the cover off of the light? like, I get it. She wants to see it. And, like, again, playing with expectations is brilliant because you think, oh, she's going to plug it in, and it's going to light up. You're going to see the bear that's clearly standing there. But then you get hit by something else. But my only thought while waiting for something to happen, while the tension was building, was, why did she take the cover off that light? And by the time I figured out why, I was like, no, still, why would you take the cover off if you're actually scared about something in the room? If anything, the logical thing to do is she has that in her hands. Just, just chuck it. I can't be the only person who I feel like in a situation like ones many characters in horror movies find themselves in, where it's like waiting for something to jump out at them. My reaction would just be to out crazy and out scare the monster. I'd just be running around like, flailing my arms around like, nah, I'm the scary one, not you. Take control of the situation kind of thing. Yeah, that's got to be a thing. Like, I guess it's fight. In a fight or flight situation, I'd like to think I would fight. But in this sense, not knowing what I'm fighting against or where it is, I would just run around screaming like crazy just to spook whatever it is. Where I'm going with this, though, it has a point, is they should have someone like that in a horror movie. Where it's like, in all these situations, it's always fight or flight. But, what if there's a character in a horror movie where, given that situation, they choose fight? Like, horror movies like to throw in comedy. That would certainly be a really funny situation if instead of her cowering in a corner, she got up and just started like swinging her arms around and charging after whatever the thing is in the corner. I don't know, just a thought. Anyway, let's check out the comments. First, Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski's imaginary friends, and now Blumhouse's imaginary. Damn, another Barbenheimer for you. I don't know what that means, but also I really fucking hate that Barbenheimer's become a thing. Like, why? It's not the first time in history where two movies that people were excited for came out at the same time. I can't think of any examples at the moment, but I'm sure it's happened at some point or other. I mean, haha, it was funny, but it's not a thing. Quit trying to make it a thing. It's not a thing. Me, when I saw the thumbnail, what the hell? That thumbnail, though, my God. What? I didn't notice the thumbnail. Also, how do I get to the thumbnail after already clicking on the movie? There we go. Actually, that's some impressive creature design, so this movie just keeps winning me over. Yes, looks great. Also, what the fuck is that behind the little girl at 47 seconds? Oh shit, I didn't even notice there's like there's a figure. Look at that. I was so impressed by the little girl's acting that I didn't even notice there's a spook. Oh my God, imaginary friend, yay. I don't know how to read that one. Is this sarcasm? Is that sarcasm? Maybe? I don't know. I had an imaginary friend. He lived in the closet in our hallway in the house I grew up in. His name was Bing Bong. And, oh my God, his name was Bing Bong. I just realized. Pixar owes me some fucking money. Yeah, it was literally Bing. How weird. I had an imaginary friend named Bing Bong. Does everybody have an imaginary friend named Bing Bong? Because it's a weird fucking coincidence, especially now it just occurred to me that was weird. But yeah, he lived in the closet, but he scared me. He wasn't a fun little elephant guy. I would, maybe I'm just a violent person. I would grab like a bat or whatever, and I'd open the closet really quickly and like start hitting the stuff in the closet. Like Bing Bong was in there. I'm like, get out of there, Bing Bong, son of a bitch, freeloading bastard. That's what I told him when I was 4 years old. Anyway, that was imaginary. I like it. It looks fun. And I got a giggle out of the nice toying with expectations in that one scene. And, the little girl's acting looks really good. I mean, the story itself, I didn't even really get into what the story was about because that just sounded lame and dumb. But, I mean, as long as it's scary, I guess that doesn't matter if the story's any good. Does that work? Maybe, but yeah, I liked what I saw, and that's that. I'm sticking with it. Goodbye.